Good day, ma'am. I am Jeneriel Cagas from BSHM3B, and for today's video, I will be report a Chapter 8 entitled Laws Regulating Accommodation Establishments. And here's the learning objectives. First, identify the laws affecting the accommodation sector. Second, identify the rights of hotel guests. Third, explain how quality and safety standards are maintained by hotels and similar establishments by meeting minimum requirements of the law. Nature and description of the business. Tourist accommodation establishments can be managed by a businesses as single proprietorships, partnerships, or corporations. A. Hotel is a facility used for providing regular accommodation and services for travelers and tourists, often accompanied by additional fees. Hotels are categorized into deluxe class, first class, standard class, and economy class based on location, amenities, and staff. Examples include the Peninsula Hotel, Yacht Hotel, Bellevue Hotel, Linden Suites Hotel, and others. B. Resort. A pleasant environment with a comfortable atmosphere, offering food, sleeping accommodations, and recreational facilities for the public for a fee or remuneration. The Philippine archipelago features various resorts including beach, inland, island, lakeside, and mountain resorts, categorized by location, environment, parking, facilities, and amenities. Examples include Boracay Regency Resort in Aklan and Hilton Cebu in Mactan Island. C. Tourist Inn. A hotel that caters to transits but does not meet the minimum requirements of an economy hotel. Next, D. Apartheid. Service apartments are buildings with multiple furnished or semi-furnished apartments leased to tourists for long-term stays, offering basic services similar to hotels. E. Pension house. A tourist boarding house, guest house, or lodging house, often operated by families, offers a combination of boarding and lodging services. And lastly, motorist hotel or motel, a structure with multiple units primarily situated along highways, providing lodging and meals for motorists with individual or shared parking spaces. Book and logbook of guest vehicles. Children under 18 stay with parents. Makati City offers hotel service apartments and pension houses. Accreditation by the Department of Tourism enhances marketability and applications must be filled. Next, accreditation cancellation can be due to various acts, omissions, or offenses, including false declarations, failure to meet accreditation conditions, failure to meet establishment standards, allowing facilities for illegal activities, and non-compliance with rules, orders, decisions, and circulars issued by the department and other agencies. Next, Section 104, General Building Requirements. All buildings or structures as well as accessory facilities, territories shall conform in all respects to the principles of safe construction and must be suited to the purpose for which they are designed. Buildings or structures intended to be used for the manufacture and or production of any kind of article or product shall observe environmental safeguards. Buildings or structures and all parts thereof, as well as all facilities found therein, shall be maintained in safe, sanitary, and good working condition. Next, the following laws, rules, and regulations are vital in enforcing the National Building Code of the Philippines, to wit: 1. Code on Sanitation of the Philippines. Second, Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, RA 9003. Third, Fire Code of the Philippines, PD 1185. Fourth, Philippine Environmental Code PD 1152. Fifth, Environmental Impact System PD 1586 and its implementing rules and regulations, AW 2003-30 by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. Sixth, rules and regulations to govern the accreditation of hotels, tourist inns, apartels, resorts, pension houses, and other accommodation establishments by the Department of Tourism DOT August 26, 1992. 7. The Law to Enhance Mobility of Disabled Persons BP 344 and its implementing rules and regulations. The law mandates establishments for public patronage to have sanitary permits, clean facilities, and insect and vermin control measures. It also covers solid waste management, fire safety inspections, air quality management, water quality management, land use management, natural resources management, and waste management. Environmental compliance certificates are required for environmentally critical projects. Accreditation by the Department of Tourism requires minimum operational establishment and maintenance requirements for accommodation establishments. Additionally, buildings must install architectural facilities for disabled persons. Next, Section 301 Building Permits. No person, firm, or corporation, including any agency or instrumentality of the government, shall erect, construct, alter, repair, move, convert, or demolish any building or structure or cause the same to be done without first obtaining a building permit, therefore, from the building official assigned in the place where the subject building is located or the building work is to be done. Next, Section 302. Application for permits. In order to obtain a building permit, the applicant shall file an application thereof in writing and on the prescribed form with the office of the building official. Every application shall provide at least the following information. 1. A description of the work to be covered by the permit applied for. Second, description and ownership of the lot on which the proposed work is to be done as is evidenced by TCT and or copy of the contract of lease over the lot if applicant is not the registered owner. Third, the use of the occupancy for which the proposed work is intended. Fourth, estimated cost of the proposed work. Next, general requirements of all buildings by use or occupancy. Section 704. Location on property. A. General. No building shall be constructed unless it adjoins or has direct access to a public space, yard, or street on at least one of its sides. B. Fire resistance of walls. Exterior walls shall have a fire resistance and opening protection XXS. Next, light and ventilation. Article 801. General requirements of light and ventilation. A. Subject to the provisions of the Civil Code of the Philippines on assessments of light and view, and to the provisions of this part of the code, every building shall be designed, constructed, and equipped to provide adequate light and ventilation. B. All buildings shall face a street or public alley or a private street which has been duly approved. Next, Article 806. Size and dimension of rooms. A. Minimum sizes of rooms and their less horizontal dimensions shall be as follows. 1. Rooms for human habitations, 6 square meters for a less dimension of 2 meters. 2. Kitchens, 3 square meters with at least dimensions of 1.50 meters. 3. Bath and toilet, 1.20 square meters with a less dimension of 0.90 meter. Next, Article 807. Airspace. Requirements in determining the size of rooms. A. Minimum airspace shall be provided as follows. 1. Schoolrooms, 3 cubic meters with 1 square meter of floor area per person. 2. Workshops, factories, and offices, 12 cubic meters of airspace per person. Habitable rooms, 14 cubic meters of airspace per person. Next, Article 808, Window Openings. A. Every room intended for any use not provided with artificial ventilation system as herein specified in this code shall be provided with a window or windows with a total free area of openings equal to at least 10% of the floor area of room, and such window shall open directly to a court, yard, public street or alley or open water courses. Next, Article 811, Artificial Ventilation. Whenever artificial ventilation is required, the equipment shall be designed and constructed to meet the following minimum requirements in earth changes. For rooms entirely above grade and used as bakeries, hotel or restaurant kitchens, laundries other than accessory to dwellings and boiler rooms, not less than 10 changes of air per hour shall be provided. Next, the liability of the hotel keepers shall extend to the following cases. First, in case the loss or injury is caused by his servants or employees as well as strangers. Second, in case the loss or injury is caused by the act of a thief or robber without the use of arms and irresistible force. However, the hotel keeper shall not be liable in the following cases. First, the loss or injury is caused by force majeure like flood, fire, robbery by force or intimidation. Second, the loss is due to the acts of the guest, his family, servants, or visitors. Next, DOT Memorandum Circular Number 2609, Series of 2006. Adoption of safety and security measures in hotels, resorts, and other similar accommodation establishments. Guests, visitors, and joiners shall be registered. The guest booking or information sheets shall be properly accomplished and verified through valid official documents like passport, company ID, driver license, social security systems, or etc. Second, efficient recording of information on vehicles, make, model, color, plate number, and name for taxicabs, ferrying tourist guests to a forum the hotel shall be provided. Next, the minimum standards for solid waste segregation and storage include separate containers, proper marking and avoiding prohibited acts like littering, dumping, open burning, and unsorted waste collection. These standards also prohibit unauthorized removal of recyclable material, mixing irrecyclable materials, and operating waste management facilities without environmental compliance certificates. Next, the guidelines outline safety and security measures for hotels including guest registration, vehicle tracking, personal ID systems, crisis management, security spotters, electronic surveillance, annual training, and linkages with local authorities for emergency response. And that's all for my report in Chapter 8. Once again, this is Jeneriel Cagas from BSHM 3B. Thank you and God bless.